Welcome to Quiz Gentry, your history quiz channel to all things maritime. Today, let's test our knowledge of RMS Queen Elizabeth's construction part 3 with 25 questions and just 8 seconds to answer each. But before we begin, we ask that you consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to stay updated with our quizzes testing your knowledge of iconic vessels. Now, let's dive in to see how well you know about the RMS Queen Elizabeth. The very first question, friends. Which material was used for rivets? Was it copper, steel, or iron? You're correct if you said steel. Steel rivets were essential for structural integrity in shipbuilding. The second question says, who supplied the ship's telegraph system? We have Marconi, Siemens, or RCA to choose from. Marconi. Marconi's telegraph system revolutionized maritime communication. What was the hull thickness at the keel? 1.5 inches, 2 inches, or 2.5 inches? 2.5 inches. This thickness ensured durability. What type of stern did the ship have? Your options are cruiser, transom, or clipper. Cruiser is the answer. Improved hydrodynamic efficiency. 5. What was the ship's light displacement? 30,000 tons, 38,000 tons, or 45,000 tons? $38,000 tons. This displacement reflected its lightweight state. How many double bottoms did she have? The figures are 10, 12, or 14. 12 they were. Enhanced structural integrity and safety. 7. What was the depth of the keel plate? 36 inches, 42 inches, or 48 inches? "42 inches. This reinforced the ship's foundation. Which foundry produced the ship's bells? We have John Brown in the options, so is Vickers or Harland. John Brown cast the ship's iconic bells. 9. How many stabilizers were installed? 2, 4, or 6 are the figures in the options. 4 is very correct. For stabilizers, enhance stability in rough seas. Questions 10. What was the ship's first dry dock? Gladstone, King George V, or Thompson? King George V. 11. How many expansion joints were in the hull? 2, 3, or 4? There were 3 expansion joints accommodated structural flexing. 12. Who was responsible for the ship's ventilation system? Vickers, Brown, or Carrier? Carrier. They provided advanced ventilation technology. 13. How many screws secured the funnel bases? 10, 12, or 16? Each funnel was secured with 12 screws. 14. What was the original lifeboat davit type? Was it radial, gravity, or quadrant? Quadrant it was. Question 15 says, what type of deck plating was used? Were they riveted, welded, or composite? Riveted. This was standard in early 20th century ships. 16. What was the forecastle length? 80 feet, 100 feet, or 120 feet? A 100-foot forecastle housed essential equipment. 17. Which system controlled the rudder? Hydraulic, steam, or electric? Hydraulic ensured precise rudder control. 18. What was the depth of the main cargo hold? 25 feet, 30 feet, or 35 feet? "30 feet allowed efficient storage. 19. How many ventilation cowls were installed? 20, 24, or 30? "24. They provided airflow below deck. Question 20. Who manufactured the deck winches? John Brown, Harland, or Vickers? Vickers. 21. What was the width of the bridge? 50 feet, 60 feet, or 70? Fourth, the bridge spans 60 feet for optimal navigation. 22. What was the ship's displacement at full load? 78,000 tons, 83,000 tons, or 88,000 tons? 83,000 tons. 23. Which alloy was used in the hull plating? Duralumin, manganese, or nickel? Manganese strengthened the hull plating. 24. What was the first structure completed? Keel, bulkhead, or funnels? Keel. This marked the beginning of her construction. The last question. What was the final assembly location? Belfast, Clydebank, or Southampton? Clydebank. Thank you for watching, friends. See you in the next quiz. Bye-bye.